Hello world, my name is Vincent. I am the son of Dr. Anthony Mattis, and I'm going to be going on a European tour during the summer, and I'm really excited to share this really great class with you guys and show and explain how Access has changed our lives and our journey in Access. Where do I start? So why don't I just start with the death of my mother. Her name was Jessica, and I was 8 years old. It was 2011, and she passed away from suicide. She had bipolar, and she chose to leave this earth. She was very young when she first started doing drugs, and the drugs ended up leading to her having depression and bipolar. And she went through different episodes, and my dad had to raise us, and it was very hard for my dad. And he's a hero. I mean, he's done so much, so many hard things in the hardest times, you know. Her last episode, everything went great, and then the last episode, she decided to take her life. She booked a hotel in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and she took a bunch of sleeping prescription drugs. I remember I was at my friend's house, actually right next door, right out here, and basically it kind of felt, I was kind of aware of something different. I felt a little weird because I was at his house for 2 hours and it was a school night. So I got home, my friend's mother, she was like, "You can go home now." And I walk inside and there's all these people that I knew from church and from all these places. And I saw my dad, and he said, and at first I thought, did she go back to the hospital? And I was fine with that. But he said, "She's gone." And my first reaction wasn't me bawling, crying, freaking out. I was just totally in shock. I didn't have any emotion. I didn't cry. I didn't feel upset. It was very strange. But over the years, I've gotten more aware of like what the situation was. Access, when we first did Access, I thought it was so much better than all these other things my dad was doing. My dad was doing all these different modalities, and I felt that Access was so much more deep and so much more widespread than these other things. Like these other modalities my dad were doing were so like black and white. There wasn't really like it wasn't branched off. It was just this one thing, and that was it. So basically, the first class that really got me interested in the Access was talking to the entities, with Shannon O'Hara, which is Gary's stepdaughter. And I thought I was a little nervous before I went because, you know, it's ghosts, entities, it's a little scary, but it was so exciting and I felt so adventurous getting to jump into this class. And it was cool. We traveled, I think it was to Atlanta to take this class. And it was kind of a fun little adventure. We got to go all the way 4 hours away from our house and got to take a fun little class in a hotel. It was very new for me, but I felt at home. So after that class was finished, I bawled my eyes out in the car because I just felt so connected with Access. I loved it so much. And I also learned many things from that class about entities and what brings them into this reality and how you can stop them from bothering you, and how a lot of them are just nice beings. Basically, my first class, I met the co-founder, Dane here, was in Tampa, Florida. We went to this really nice hotel, and it was such a cool experience to see him. I thought he was like a celebrity to me because I saw so many videos and heard so much about him. And I've seen the Bars video a billion times with him in it, and it was just so cool. And then it made me even more anxious to meet Gary. And the first time I met Gary was the advanced body class in Hollywood, Florida. And that was an amazing class. It was so cool. I loved it so much. Even though I wasn't in the class most of the time, I still got to have a great experience, and I still learned a lot of stuff just from the couple seconds I was in class. But from then, my brother persuaded me to start doing sessions at a class before school started during the summer. This was also in Florida. I didn't choose to do that. I didn't think it was a good idea until I saw my brother making tons of money. And it's not just about making money, it's also about changing someone's life and helping them. So basically, I went up on stage and I said, "Hey everybody, my name is Vincent Mattis, I'm 13 years old, and I'm going to be doing bar sessions for $1 a minute." And all these people were coming. I was so shocked to see like 20 people come up to me, so many people. And I ended up making over $1,200. Can you believe that? My dad was going to buy me a flip phone, and I ended up able to buy an iPhone 6 Plus with my own money. And it was just amazing. And it felt even better to pay it with my own money. So how does it get any better than that? So yeah, and then I went to Seattle and I made $800. And then I bought an Xbox. Then I went to another class and I made more money and I bought a hoverboard. I bought all these things that I really wanted and I asked for them in the universe and I ended up getting to receive them. It was awesome. It was fantastic. But the one place that really made me think about access was Vancouver. I love Vancouver. It's probably my favorite city in the entire world. I love it so much. And every time I think about Vancouver, I think about Julia, my stepmom. I think about our family. And I think about how crazy and how amazing our life has been since we've started Access. We started living, we were in Bluffton, South Carolina, rarely traveled. The biggest traveling we ever did was go to Atlanta, Georgia. And then we ended up going to Canada above Seattle. It's amazing how much our life has changed. And then recently this summer, I got to go to Rome. Rome, where the Colosseum is. I've dreamed about going to these places, and I actually get to go to them. My dreams are actualizing. It's just so crazy to think about it. Even now, recording this video, it's amazing. I just can't believe I've been able to travel to all these places, make money, get to actualize these things that I've always wanted. My life has changed exponentially in the most positive ways. And like people said, out of negative things, such as my mom passing away, great things are going to come out of it. And in this case, amazing things have come out of it. The most incredible things I could have never imagined. Thanks you guys for watching. That was just a very short, brief description of how Access has changed my life and how it's brought my family closer. Yeah, just thank you for watching this entire video if you made it to the end. And just remember, we're doing an entire European tour with Access classes of our family, my father, brother and I, and my sister, talking about how Access has changed our life. So why don't you come down and see us this summer, and I'll see you then. Thank you guys for watching.